Hello and welcome to Language Flow. I'm Zoob. Do you ever hear your alarm clock in the morning and just think,
Oh, please, just 5 more minutes. And I'm Alec. And yes, Zoob,
I do that every single day? And sometimes,
sometimes you feel a little guilty, right? Like you should be one of those super energetic morning people.
exactly. Well, today we are going to explore if being a morning person or a night person really matters. We'll talk about our different styles and what works for us.
By the end of this episode, you might see your daily routine in a completely new way.
So, find a comfortable spot, relax, and let's get started.
Okay, Zoob, let's be honest. You are definitely a morning person, aren't you?
I really am. I love waking up early, around 6 a.m. The house is so quiet, the sun is just starting to come up. It's my favorite time of day.
6 a.m.? Wow, I am deeply asleep at 6 a.m. So what do you do so early?
Well, I have my morning routine. That's a really useful word, routine. It just means the things you do in the same order every day. My routine helps me get ready for the day ahead.
Okay, a routine. I like that. So your routine includes what?
First, I make a cup of coffee. Then I sit and read for about 30 minutes. No phone, no emails. It helps my brain wake up slowly. Sometimes I will do some light exercise, maybe 10 minutes of stretching. It's not a big workout, but it helps my body wake up. After that, I get a lot of work done. I feel very productive in the morning because there are no distractions. No one is sending me emails or calling me. The world is quiet and I can just think.
Productive. That means you get a lot of things done, right?
Exactly. For me, from about 7 a.m. to noon, I can do my best work. My mind is clear and I have the most energy. How about you, Alec? What are your mornings like?
My mornings are slow. Very, very slow. My alarm clock is not my friend. I usually wake up feeling completely exhausted.
Exhausted. That's a great word. It means very, very tired, like you have no energy at all.
Yes, that's me in the morning. It takes me a long time to feel awake. I need at least 2 cups of tea before I can even think about being productive. My brain really starts working in the afternoon. That's so interesting. My energy is almost gone by the afternoon. So, when do you feel your best? Definitely at night. Around 9 or 10 p.m., I suddenly get a big boost of energy. That's another good word, energy. It's the power you have to do things. In the evening, I feel creative. I can really focus.
Right. So to focus on something means to give it all your attention.
I can write, study, or work on a project and I don't get distracted. The world is quiet, just like your mornings, but it's dark outside. I love it. I often work until 1 or 2 in the morning. Exactly. It's because at night, everyone else is asleep. My phone is silent, no new emails are arriving, it's just me and my thoughts. That quiet helps me be creative. Exactly. It's because at night, everyone else is asleep. My phone is silent, no new emails are arriving, it's just me and my thoughts. That quiet helps me be creative. Wow, at 9 p.m., I'm getting ready for bed. My brain is saying, okay, time to shut down. I can't imagine trying to focus on work that late. See, we are total opposites. But I do think there is a lot of pressure to be a morning person. People say things like, the early bird gets the worm. That's true. A lot of jobs have a traditional
9 to 5 schedule, which can be difficult for night owls. Do you find that hard?
sometimes. Early morning meetings are the worst for me. My brain is still loading, but I'm lucky that my job is quite flexible.
Oh, I can imagine. Do you have a funny story about that?
Well, one time I have to catch a very early flight. I set 3 different alarms. I even put my phone on the other side of the room so I would have to get out of bed to turn it off. And what happened? I slept through all of them. I woke up in a panic, threw my clothes in a bag, and ran out the door. I made the flight, but only just. The whole day I felt like a zombie. Flexible is a great word. It means something can change easily. So, a flexible job lets you choose your own hours, more or less. Exactly. I can start my work a bit later, which helps a lot. It allows me to work when my energy is highest. What about you? Does being a morning person have any downsides?
Oh, for sure. Social events can be tough. If friends want to meet for dinner at 8 p.m. and then go out after, I get so sleepy. By 10 p.m., I'm looking at the clock and thinking about my bed. That makes sense. That's when my night is just beginning. And people can sometimes judge you for it, right? My friends sometimes joke that I'm boring because I want to go home at 10:30. Right, so it works both ways. I think the most important thing is creating a good habit. That's our last keyword. A habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking about it.
Like brushing your teeth, or for me, having a cup of tea before I start working at night. It's a habit that tells my brain it's time to focus.
Exactly. So, whether you're a morning person or a night person, building a good habit around your sleep is key. For me, that means winding down early. For you, it means protecting your sleep in the morning.
Totally. I think the idea isn't to force yourself to be different. I tried to be a morning person for years, and I was just miserable and exhausted all the time. And I can't force myself to be a night owl. If I stay up too late, I feel awful the next day. It's all about understanding yourself and what your body needs. Right. So there is no better way to be. It's about finding your own rhythm. I completely agree. So let's do a quick summary. We talked about how everyone has different times when they feel their best. And we learned some great vocabulary: routine, productive, exhausted, flexible, energy, focus, and habit. The main idea is that it's okay to be a morning person or a night person. The goal is to create a daily routine that works for you, that gives you energy and helps you focus. Don't feel guilty if your schedule looks different from someone else's. The most productive routine is the one that you can stick with and that makes you feel good. That's such an encouraging message. So, to all our listeners, we hope this helps you think about your own day in a new and kinder way. Thank you so much for listening to Language Flow. We'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.